We walked to the square. The USSR girl and the girl who hit me on the back were there, chasing each other. Is this some kind of game they're playing? Ulyana, enough running! I'll tell everything to Olga Dmitrievna. 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 Gotta get that in my head. Aye, aye, Captain. I decided not to question Slavia for a while about what was going on and about the local residents. Better first reach the mysterious Olga Dmitrievna. Sounds like she's the boss here. We were walking past rows of almost identical cabins, some of which looked like fat bear barrels, while others looked more like household sheds. Weren't you just complimenting them earlier? And this is the same... Finally, Slavia stopped in front of a smallish one-story cabin. It looked like an artist painting. Okay, I'll admit it looks nice. Again, but it's gonna get fucking ruined. People need to keep playing. Whatever. It looked like an artist painting. The fading paint chipped here and there with age was sparkling in the sun. The window shutters slightly ajar were swaying in the wind almost unnoticeably, and the huge lilac bushes were growing on the sides. It seemed as if this ramshackle hut was drowning in the velvet purple storm, and the lilacs, like some elemental force, were inexorably destroying the troop leader's house. What are you standing around for? Let's go! Slavia took me out of my daydreams. And stop teasing Lena already! Ooh. Rena? That wasn't random. Sounds like there's someone inside. Indeed, a moment later the door swung open and Ulyana ran out and dashed past with the same mischievous grin. The big-tailed girl went outside next. Don't get upset about her, Lena. So her name's Lena. Gotta be thankful it's not Rena, at least. I guess Rena is a horror character, and that's who is imagining? Oh, whatever. But I don't. She didn't finish her phrase, blushed, and quickly headed towards the square. For some reason, I felt like turning around and following her with my eyes, but Slavia said, "Come." Oh, what? What? Why does this room look more anime-ish than the fucking scenery outside? Anyways, we entered the cabin. Inside it looked something similar to what I was imagining. 2 beds, a table, a couple of chairs, a simple carpet on the floor, wardrobe. Nothing special, but at the same time it felt home-like and cozy. Although this room was almost in the same state of disorder as my own flat. The girl standing near the window appeared to be about 25 years old. Nature obviously gifted her with a pretty face and a good body. You're already checking. Whatever. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. At least one thing you can keep. At least one thing can keep you happy in this pandemonium. The locals are beautiful. You're finally here! Excellent! My name's Olga Dmitrievna. Dmitrievna, I'm the camp leader. That's the voice and I'm sticking to it. Nice to meet you. I'm Semyon. We decided to talk as if I weren't surprised by anything that was going on. She came closer. We've been waiting for you since the early morning. You've been waiting for me? Yes, of course. And when does the next bus come? And why do you need it? Yeah, right. Why would I need it? Guess I shouldn't ask direct questions. The people here may react to them quite unlike what I prefer. And I doubt I'd get any answers. No reason. Just curious. By the way, where are we exactly? Our mailing address, I mean. I want to send a letter to my parents and tell them I got here all fine. For some reason, I had a desperate idea that if I played along, I would find something out. Oh, but your parents gave a call just half an hour ago. Sent their regards to you. Now that's a surprise. So can I call them? Because I forgot to tell them something before I left. No! What the fuck? Okay, alright. She gave me a sweet, natural smile. Why not? Why not? We don't have a phone here. My exact answer. And how can my parents make the call here? I've just come back from the district central town, and it's there that I talked with them. And now, that's how it is? And can I somehow get to the town? No! She kept the same smile. Why not? Because the next bus only comes in a week. I decided not to inquire how the troop leader managed to get there and back. I would get no answer anyways. All this time, Slavia was standing next to me and seemed to find nothing odd in our conversation. Oh, we need to find a uniform for you. I've got absolutely no desire to put on pioneer shorts or to wear the ridiculous red handkerchief. However, wearing winter clothes in summer is not a great idea either. Right, thank you. I wondered if I'm the only one here who finds it strange that someone's wearing a coat and winter boots in such heat. Righty right. I'll be off then, and you can get yourself acquainted with the camp. Don't forget to come to dinner in the evening. Having said that, she walked out the cabin. No, walked is not the right word. She rushed out. I was not alone with Slavia. I must go too. Got things to do. Have a walk. Look around the camp a bit. See you in the evening. If there was no catch or menace to that, then this reality. If there was no catch or menace to that, then this reality, in the person of Slavia, becomes more and more something to be fond of. Ellipse. For the first time today, I realized that I was awfully hot here. Although, obviously my winter clothes were to blame for that. I took off my coat and dropped it onto the bed. My pullover went after. I was now wearing only the shirt. That's much better. All I could do now is follow the advice and go look around the camp. I'll try to find something out there in the meanwhile. Passing the local residential district, I saw a pioneer guy coming my way. And it was really a pioneer guy, not a pioneer girl. Apparently there was men even in this Amazon's kingdom. Hello. You're new here. You must be Semyon, right? And how do you... Everyone knows already. I'm... Electronic. By the way, the real one. You can call me that. Electronic was a robot character appearing in popular Soviet films and book series. He looked like an exact copy of a school kid called Sergei. So he's a robot? Or an android? Electronic? Electronic. The real one. Things were going from crazy to completely insane. Alright. Uliana also calls me cheese. Wait. Uliana also calls me cheese. Cheese? Why not cauliflower? Because my last name is Cheesekov. I see. Let me show you around. I accepted his offer, as it would have been much longer to get to know this place alone. I might just change that voice. Just all be regular Semyon. Fine. Fine. Let's go. Started off all depressing, now it's just... Ugh. We came back to the square again. As if there was no other place to go in this camp. Is that supposed to be like sarcasm in that? Or is that supposed to be like a singing voice? Or... It's not him talking, apparently. Lena was sitting on one of these benches, reading some book. Electronic confidently approached her. Hello, Lena. Meet the new guy, Semyon. He started briskly. Hello. Hello? Well, you could say we've already met in a way. Yes. She looked away from the book for a moment, glanced at me, blushed, and went back to reading, as if not noticing that we were still here. Alright, let's go on. I was at first surprised that meeting this girl was reduced to a couple of words, but then I thought that it was better this way. Electronic's vigorous activity did not fit well with Lena's shyness. Let's go. Next we came to a building which I instantly identified as a canteen. And here... I know. This is where you consume organic food. Yeah, something like that. On the canteen's porch there stood an unfriendly girl who hit me on the back earlier. At her sight, my joking mood vanished in the blink of an eye. Really? Now is not the best time to pull this guy's leg, even though he is quite hilarious. First I need to figure out what's what here, or at least where am I? Her! Over there! That's Elisa. Be cautious around her. Oh, be cautious around her. He was speaking in a whisper. Don't ever risk calling her Dvache. Dvache. She doesn't like that. Dva means two in Russian. The whole nickname sounds exactly like 2chan in Russian. The reference is to late 2chan wrote anonymous image board. So Dvache. 2chan? 2chan.ru. Huh. What did you say? What did you call me? She must have heard him. In a blink of an eye, Elisa jumped down from the porch and dashed toward us. Alright, you'll manage from here onwards. Electronic took to his heels. Do nothing! Elisa, running past, stopped for a moment and growled. I'll deal with you later. Deal with me? What did I do wrong? I added a forced, guilty smile to my words. What am I guilty of? She made no reply and went on chasing electronic. Eclipse. Looks like I'll have to kill my time alone waiting for dinner. I decided to go east. At least in the direction where the east would have been in my world. Soon after, I found myself near a football pitch. The game was in full swing here. I guess watching it for a bit wouldn't do any harm. In my childhood and in the teen years, I was not a bad player myself, and even thought of going professional, but a few injuries in a row killed my desire to risk my health for the sake of uncertain chance in the game. Kids of different ages were running in the pitch. I could see a boy of about 10 and a girl of about 14 years old. The girl. Hey, that's Uyana. Hey, that's Uyana. Alright, she plays football. What's so surprising? She seems a restless one after all. I was standing quite far from the pitch, but she still noticed me. Hey you! Hey you! Uyana shouted. Wanna play? Did not know what to answer. On the one hand, it was no big deal running for 10 minutes. On the other hand, any wrong move in my situation could be a final one. But in any case, my attire wasn't suitable for the weather. If I played in winter boots and warm jeans, I would sweat like a pig. And playing barefoot and without jeans would be simply unethical. Didn't you change? Ugh. Maybe some other time, alright? No. Maybe some other time, alright? I shouted in response, turned around and walked back. I was followed by Yuliana's screams about my pants, or about me being a patsy or something like that. Ellipse. The evening was falling, making me feel tired and empty after a day wasted for no real purpose. Ellipse. I came back to the square, sat down on a bench, and drew an exhausted sigh. I'll better sit here and wait for dinner. I'll just sit here and wait for dinner. After all, it's easier to search for answers when you're not hungry. They do give food to people here, right? Nah, dude, you're in a camp. You eat tree bark. No, you have to hunt for your own fucking food. Well, then again, it's Russia, so I shouldn't be too surprised, should I? If it turns out to be like that. Anyways. You know, it's curious how the simplest human needs can break the will to ponder on things, to strive for something. AG, I feel hungry now, and I care much less about where I am or what's happening to me. Could great people also be affected by this? And in such case, how did Spartacus start the slave uprising in ancient times? I can only conclude that I'm not a great person, and it doesn't really matter which mechanism do I serve as a gear. Society, matrix, or a weird pioneer camp. My thoughts were interrupted by the bells chiming from a loudspeaker on a light pole. It must be dinner call. I headed towards the canteen. It was a good thing that I now knew where it was. Olga Dmitrievna was there, standing on the porch. I stopped and looked closely at her as if I were expecting something. She looked back at me for a while, but at last came closer. Semyon, what are you waiting for? Come in already. No. Semyon, what are you waiting for? Come in already. Come in already. I forgot what the voice was. Guess nothing can happen if I come with her. Yep. My stomach backed me up here. That's a lot of people. I'm surprised though too. That's actually really good. This is the one time I actually seen something like this where there actually is a lot of people. You're not in just some stupid harem situation. It's only just one guy and like 23,000 girls. That there's other guys here. The two of us. The two of us went inside. The canteen looked like the canteen. See, when I think of canteen, I think of like a bar. Like, not a mess hall, not a cafeteria. I think of a bar. Especially with my Spanish influence of the word cantina. I think of that, and also, you know, when you say canteen, it could also be, you know, a water canteen, whatever. I had a chance to visit a factory canteen at some point in my life. This one was exactly the same, just maybe a bit cleaner and more modern. Metal chairs and tables, glazed tiles on the walls and on the floor, unsophisticated tableware with occasional crack. Guess that's what a canteen in a pioneer camp's supposed to look like. Wait, then all of these are kids. You're supposed to be over 20. How the hell are you confused? So, are all these teenagers, or are they all 22 plus years old? Because I only use 22 because I'm 22, and it's just like I would not be in this. Like, it's like going to the Boy Scouts, technically. Whatever. Anyways, oh god. Logic out. Logic out. Logic out. Logic out. Throw logic out the window. Out the window. And we're back. Semyon, wait a moment. We'll find you a place to sit. She looked around for the place. Hold it right there! Gotta try it once. Dvacheviskaya. 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 Ah. Olga Dmitrievna shouted at Elisa, who was passing by. Ah, I skipped your name over once, so I should do it again. What? What's up with your What's up with your clothes? Anything wrong with it? No. Anything wrong with it? Indeed, her attire looks somewhat provocative. Get your uniform nice and neat right now! Alright. Elisa got her shirt right and walked past, shooting an unpleasant glare at me. So where can we find you a place to sit? There weren't a lot of free seats. Go over there to Uliana. Yeah, it's fine. The food's already on the table too. No. Yeah, it's fine. The food's already on the table too. We'll use that. I had no other choice but to accept. Of course, there was the probability that the cutlets were poisoned with curare, and the mashed potatoes generously seasoned with arsenic, and the glass filled with excellent antifreeze instead of compote. In common Russian language, cutlet is minced meat, fried or baked in the shape of a ball or a cylinder, close to American patties. Compote is a drink made by boiling fresh or dried fruit in a large amount of water. Compote in French. I know what a cutlet is. Compote. It's a drink made by boiling fresh or dried fruit in a large amounts of water. Okay. But it looked so tasty that I had no chance to resist. Hey! No. Hey! Let's just give her a fucking annoying ass voice. What do you want? I replied rather rudely to Uliana, who was sitting next to me. Why didn't you play football with us? Because of my clothes, said I, pointing to the source of the problem. Oh, alright then. Eat! Eat! However, there wasn't much left to eat. The cutlet was missing from the plate. Only she could do it. No more precisely, none by Uliana could do it. You barely know her, but whatever. Give me back my cutlet. In a big family, you snooze, you lose. It can cost you a cutlet if you're careless. Give it back, I'm telling you. What choice? Well, I guess I'll end it here for tonight. It's kinda late. We'll find out what choice next time. Thank you for watching. Like and comment whatever's on your mind. And if you want to keep watching, subscribe. And thank you for accompanying me on this weird journey. And I know I've been changing voices, I know. But thank you again. See you next time.